Well, today I wanted to comment that we are having the moon going through Pisces today and tomorrow. At the same time, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have the Sun in Cancer. Mercury is activating the sextile with Saturn in Pisces that is about to be retrograde. So with this, I am saying that we have a lot of energy of water. So this is traduced in a lot of sensitivity, connection with emotions. And this moon in Pisces, many times is very permeable to the energies of the environment. And one lesson that I can tell you as a moon in Pisces is that many times we could appropriate we could appropriate the pain of others. And as empathy is a fundamental quality to recognize the needs of others and to contribute, when we appropriate of the pain of other people, that in the end doesn't collaborate. Because if we cannot be in internal alignment, and of course, this alignment is something that we have to rebalance and recognize always in the present, it is a practice. We cannot really contribute with other people. It is not about shutting ourselves in a bubble, and not being in contact with what happens. But well, something that I know, a certainty that I have is that all of the distortions in the world are happening because of the lack of consciousness of the society. I do believe in that. So that's why I'm doing what I am doing. I am, seeing consciousness in myself, doing my own practices and trying to offer, my little contributions through the things that I do through astrology and other tools. So it is very important right now to recognize how we are relating with our own emotions. I am saying this because, as I mentioned yesterday, Saturn is about to be retrograde. It is stationary, which is not moving, which means that it is not moving from the mathematical degree that it is right now, and it is gaining a lot of force. So it is about understanding how we are relating with our emotions from this inner authority. What I am trying to say is, for some people, this is about allowing themselves to feel, allowing themselves to process, allowing themselves to cry or to, move those emotions through the body. But for other people, it is about establishing healthy boundaries, not to the emotions particularly, but to the mental patterns that are feeding those uncomfortable emotions. So it is about doing that recognition. We are talking about a very intuitive energy in the air. This is something that is shared by every water sign, including Scorpio, of course. So Cancer, Scorpion, and Pisces are very, very intuitive signs. But here we are talking about a lot of sensitivity. This is also part of the energy of Cancer. Many times the energy of a Scorpio can be more controlling or like shutting, also Cancer. So, all of them have their polarities. But, well, what I'm trying to say is that talking about this square that Mercury in Cancer is going to create with Chiron the next days, and it is already activated. It's going to be perfected on the 28th, but it is already activated. This square could, manifest a lot of, this defensive state or attacking too, because when we are acting that way, it is because we are doing that from fear and from pain, or from fear of pain. So we have to understand that it is not the words, it is not the conversation, when that state is activated. It is something much more profound. And those situations, when those wounds are activated, are an invitation to identify the roots. This is something that is coming, from a more profound way. And in fact, a lot of souls in this moment, in this planetary moment, because we are in a moment of big change for humanity, a lot of souls incarnated in families with a lot of programmings, precisely to transcend them, to liberate a collective memory. And of course, this is challenging, but that was a responsibility that the soul chose to assume before incarnating here, and then we forget, and then we and then we remember. So this is an opportunity to embrace, to integrate in a new level, you know, and this is a constant labor in a new level. These wounds in a profound way from the roots of our family, of our clan, and even other lives too, because Cancer is an energy very associated with the past. So, well, I just wanted to comment that, and also that, Saturn is like in this retrogradation pushing us to establish the boundaries, to assume the responsibility, you know, to not evade the commitments with our soul. It is like putting too much force in that. We could feel like the pressure, you know, of Saturn, and also these squares that we are having with the karma nodes, which are also pushing us to assume the evolutionary path this time, you know, to break with the old pattern and assume the evolutionary path. So, well, family, I am ending this video here. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.